Your grandparents had to survive wars and depressions. You just have to survive your TikTok addiction long enough to build a one-person business from your couch. Seriously though, if you're not making money online in 2025, it's not because it's hard, it's because you haven't figured out exactly how easy it is. We're in the golden era for solo business owners, and the advent of AI has made this clearer and clearer because you can replace entire departments with AI. You can build custom ChatGPT bots to do specific functions inside your business. You have maximum leverage with social media platforms at your disposal. There's no-code tools, there's AI that pretty much writes content for you or can help build up your content mill. It can write emails for you. So what's the real reason you haven't started your business yet? Even just 20 years ago, you needed funding, you needed a tech co-founder. There were so many requirements to get into the business space, and all of that's gone now. The rules have changed, and most people just haven't realized it yet. So what does a one-person business actually look like in the year 2025? There's no office, no team, no overhead. It's just a stack of tools and a repeatable offer. You need to find a problem that local businesses have and then solve it for them. That's it. It's that simple. Now, you could white label SaaS, you could sell automation packages, you could do done-for-you websites, you could do digital products, you can sell education, you can sell blueprints of knowledge you already know. So the opportunities are endless, and your job no longer becomes working in a cubicle for 40 hours a week. You just need to build it once, sell often, and then automate the fulfillment as best you can. Now, what's happened is the skill has actually shifted from labor to leverage. You have to get away from the employee mindset because you're not getting paid to do work anymore. You're getting paid to design systems that actually solve problems. So the core skills would look something like understanding problems, building offers, automating delivery, and creating attention, which would be in the form of content. And even in just the content aspect of this, you can do short form writing content like X, you could do short form video content like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook Shorts, YouTube Shorts, Reels. You could do long form content like this video on YouTube, then you can dice it up into other platforms. For an example, my current content structure is long form video, and then I turn that into short form content. And then from there, you can turn it into Twitter posts. From there, you can turn it into email flows, and you can have it all point back to your long form videos. Now, the question I think about almost on a daily basis is what's actually holding people back? There should be a ton more businesses because it's gotten so much easier to create them, right? Well, a lot of people are stuck in the freelancer mindset, and they need to be thinking of a systems mindset. What that looks like is actually, instead of going after individual gigs, like for example, Fiverr or Upwork, where you sell your services to people for gigs, you actually build systems that you can then repeat and then sell using outbound strategies. Outbound strategies being cold calling, cold DMing, anything like that. And once you really refine this offer that you have, you can just keep selling it as much as you can. Now, another thing I see all the time inside of my community, we have about 700 people in there. It's a very large community. And what I see is people are just waiting for the perfect time. They're waiting for everything to line up. But in reality, nothing lines up. If you think about it, life isn't fair. There will never be that perfect time. The only time and moment you have to act is this moment right now. Now, this goes without saying, but consuming instead of creating. I actually have a plugin on my Google Chrome where all I have to do is press one button and it shuts off my YouTube homepage, my X feed, turns off all my social medias instantly so I can keep that on during my work hours because content is very, very attractive and pulls our attention. It's designed to. So you need to find a way and a system to actually stop consuming so you can create. And this is one of the big ones here is people are afraid of looking stupid on the internet, but I'm gonna just tell you, nobody cares. I like to use this as an example. Here's your idea and here's the result. And getting over this gap, you wanna try to be as cool as you can. But the reality of the situation is you need to be cringe before you can get better at a certain skill, such as content. So just be cringe. Who cares? Does it really matter if people on the internet that you don't even know are judging you, once you get over that fear, you'll be able to create content a lot easier and really see what leverage has, because using leverage, especially with content, is unbelievably powerful. If we really break it down, you're able to spend 20 minutes on a piece of content that can be viewed infinite amount of times. There can be hundreds of thousands of people watching your piece of content every hour, if it resonates well. So that leverage has never been around in our society. So having access to it today is actually insane to think about. Now, the path forward is stupid simple, but it's not easy. Let's be honest. You have to make sure that you're dedicated to your craft. You're learning a new skill, you're trying to solve a problem for a certain target audience, and you dump all of your time into solving that problem. And as you spend hundreds of hours on this specific problem, you'll get better at it. You'll start noticing patterns. You'll start seeing how easily you can solve it. You'll start putting together content ideas and pieces, and you'll be able to solve that problem better than 99% of people. And once you can solve that problem, you can start selling it. I like to call this productizing your knowledge base, because you're taking the knowledge that you currently have, using it to build a skill with, and then productizing what you already know. For example, I used to optimize landing pages for e-commerce businesses. And what I learned during all of that time running hundreds of thousands of dollars of ad spend to specific landing pages, trying to optimize a fraction of a percent, it really made me notice the small details where people will fall off or lose interest on specific items on the page. So I took that skill set and now I build websites for local businesses, and they love it because I spend so much time meticulously planning out every step of this website to make sure that it flows smoothly, and then I can monitor the traffic and help them optimize it better. So step one, pick a problem, solve it, use a tool. A tool is the new way to have a skill set. You want to get yourself really comfortable with a tool stack. For example, you can use Go High Level, get good with OpenAI GPT-4, and what you do is you package it up. You add a few different things, and then you package it as a solution to their problem. You can sell it via DMs, video, content, cold calls, any type of outbound outreach is what you need to do. Then you want to try to build the automations so you can stop trading your time for money. You need to step away from that, because that is the common pitfall. People are trading their time for an exact fixed amount of money. We don't want that. As entrepreneurs, we want to make sure that we are distancing ourselves from that. It should be, how smart can I solve this problem to make me the most amount of money? Now, you just repeat that and refine it instead of reinventing it every month. Stick to something for a good amount of time until you get good at it, where you can tell how you fail and you can tell how to optimize it, and you're getting an actual feedback loop. Because if you don't have a feedback loop, how can you improve? So if you post a piece of content and it gets mixed reviews, then you know that maybe there's something you need to optimize. And as you optimize that, you get better and better. For example, if I look back at my oldest YouTube videos about a year and a half ago, I will watch them and I will cringe. I will say, ooh, you're almost using this fact that you can now spot that it's cringe to grow. Because when I rip apart somebody's website live for one of my YouTube videos and I'm showing how bad it's laid out, they may not know that it's bad. But to me, since I've run hundreds of thousands of dollars of ad spend through these websites, I know exactly why it's not converting. Now, a big step here is finding your community. Find your tribe. Find a place where you can go and hang out with people that are maybe a few steps ahead of you or are on the same mission. The internet has made it very easy to go ahead and just get with similar-minded people, and that's really going to help propel you into your goals. Now, if you want to join a community of like-minded solopreneurs like myself, go ahead and join with my link down below, and you can join my free school community. Hope to see you in there. I'll catch you in the next one.